Breaking news, okay?
Awful be bad crashes 10 towers into the... Wait.
10? He had to up the ante.
No. Awful be bad crashes 10 towers into the Twin Towers.
Ooh.
He throws towers at the other towers. That's just how batshit insane he is. Honestly, would we put it past him?
So,
I planned an attack in St. Louis. It didn't go very well.
Well, you know, there's other...
I fucking missed.
We missed!
We missed!
You know, there is something else that happened recently.
The
I hope Awful didn't have anything to do with that.
Oh, you know he did.
It's an inside job.
We know for a fact he did.
So you wanna...
Oh, yeah. Did you guys hear that Awful had made vacation to England?
he's next in line.
He's now. Yes, before all the actual royal family.
Prince Charles.
Yeah, no, because fuck him.
I guess King Charles now.
I thought he was.
I thought.
I
Like,
thought he was fifth in line.
Doesn't
Or am I thinking of who's Prince Philip? Was he the guy? Was he the other guy who died?
He was. I think so. I don't know. I don't follow
There was
the royal family
some
stuff.
like there was some guy who was like fifth in line, 3 of which were children, because it was like first this one guy, then his wife, then his 3 kids, and then he gets it.
And then his cousin's uncle's roommate.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Royalty's batshit, man.
So the queen is dead.
We never thought it was. It was
gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was like Betty White. Like, why couldn't she just make it another couple years?
Well,
make it to the 100.
She was 96. So Betty. So I mean, U.S. So here's the score: U.S. 99, UK 96.
Can I just say, like, you know, rest in peace and everything.
Oh, indeed.
I love the memes.
Oh, they're great.
Like, and I know there's a moral dilemma.
There is no Tooth Fairy, there is no Easter Bunny, and there is no Queen of England.
Not anymore.
Titan, Hal, what did you do?
Cause like, I don't know what your stance is on this. Watch, we're gonna open the episode by getting canceled.
There's a gag I saw where it's like Princess Diana waiting in heaven to like beat the shit out of Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, didn't she like? She was like really hard on Diana, right?
She was, but the whole royal family was.
But yeah, I think the reason why I'm like, and I'm speaking out of my own personal experience, because like,
speaking out of my own ass here.
Talking out of my own ass, yeah. My aluminum filled ass.
My aluminum ass. An aluminum ass.
Like, I don't care myself, like, because, you know, when I go, like, I don't know, throw some googly eyes on my corpse. I don't. play Pop Goes the Weasel, so everyone stares at my coffin in anticipation.
I'm gonna do that.
I expect nothing less.
Here we make a pact right now. Whoever dies first, the other one has to do that at their funeral.
You know, the pact is sealed.
The pact is sealed, Christopher. All right, Joe. See it. All right, Joe. Better get working on it.
Gotta get a head start.
I didn't expect this to come in so quickly.
I guess like the way that I look at it is like, it's less about the memes are less about the queen herself and more about like the event.
Yeah.
So like I think it's less like it's not as in bad taste as if they were like just making a hit piece on the queen. But
there was one with like you've seen the movie Robots, right?
Yeah.
It's like when Queen Elizabeth gets up there, it's gonna try to get into heaven. Well, hey Tim, who closed the gate?
Oh God. But yeah. You know,
me excited to finally get a good girlfriend. Boom! See, I gotcha! Cause you got all excited! And then boom! Okay, I've had my fun. Her coming back to me. Boom! It's the second time! You really think I'm gonna let you in? But I'm not. You know who that was, right? In the movie?
I haven't seen that movie in years.
That was Paul Giamatti.
What?
That was Paul Giamatti.
With that voice.
I'll show you the clip between episodes.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I didn't know how he... That movie is weirdly star-studded.
Huh.
It has Ewan McGregor, Robin Williams, Mel Brooks, Paul Giamatti. Just back up for a minute.
Huh.
Yeah, he's Rodney. He's the main character.
That's Ewan McGregor?
You can hear it when you really think about it, like, huh.
What did we watch recently that, like...
It was
was Trainspotting?
I don't know. It was some movie my dad was watching on TV.
Who's in Trainspotting?
Oh, yeah, because there's a really young...
Yeah.
There's a really, really young Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, we're like, is that baby Ewan McGregor? He was acting straight out the womb.
I mean, would you be shocked?
Don't try it, Anakin. I have...
You know, it's funny. Someone made a meme where it's like, if your movie has Ewan McGregor, James Earl Jones, features mechanical beings, and involves the takedown of a civilization and like
robots.
Yeah, it's robots. Because James Earl Jones is in there too.
Oh, really?
Kind of. They did a gag where like one of the robots was like, so one of the main characters doesn't have like his voice box is shot. Yeah. So he like is like the whole thing like he's trying out different voice boxes throughout the movie.
Yeah, like Bumblebee.
Yeah. And then one of them happens to be Darth Vader.
That's
Oh, it's good. Like the force is strong with this one. There was oh, you know who else is in robots? The so you've seen Harry Potter, right?
That's my answer.
Do you remember Professor Slughorn?
Vaguely.
He voices Madame Gasket.
That's great.
That's fitting.
God, when James Earl Jones dies, like I'm gonna be.
Oh, I've already decided what my 2 mental breakdown celebrity deaths are gonna be.
Well, I think you've already been through one with Alan Rickman.
Oh yeah, that was bad. No, the big ones for me right now is Jim Carrey, which I don't think I have to worry about for a while, and Spielberg.
I think you know my big actor.
Nick Cage?
If Nick Cage dies,
well, he's not young, but he's not, like, old, you know?
I feel like he would... Even his death would have to be, like, as insane as him.
As his life?
Like,
He'd have to like, go down riding a shark covered in TNT into a volcano.
He'd probably have to do something with sharks. Like, this just in, Nicolas Cage dies after attempting to jump shark pit.
He would jump the shark. He has jumped the shark.
He has. But yeah, that's my back to the Queen Elizabeth stuff. Or like Queen Elizabeth. That's
fuck you.
That's my stance. If you were dying, then very poor choice of words.
Very poor choice of words.
Which, by the way, have you seen the memes of Queen Elizabeth being reincarnated as Trisha Paytas's baby?
Who is that?
Oh, you don't know?
No, I don't.
Explain. That makes it so much funnier.
Explain who that is. I've seen as like.
You can't explain Trisha Paytas.
Oh wait, no, this is.
It kind of just happens.
There was one where it's like Betty, like it was with Betty White. It was like instead of Betty White, it's Betty Gray. Like I'm Betty Gray. I was
Black Betty.
I was Betty Gray. Now I am Betty White. like Gandalf.
Yeah. Betty the White. That doesn't sound.
She was, but like.
But yeah, no, the Trisha Paytas, she's a YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
A very, I think, controversial. She's interesting. She was actually she was on she did a podcast with Ethan from H3,
mm-hmm.
and it went down in flames.
Oh yeah.
But like for it was like that, you know that that line, like don't cry that it's over. Smile that it happened.
Yeah.
That's what that show was. Like it was fleeting, but it was good in the time that it was there.
Which show was it?
Frenemies.
Okay.
He did this podcast with her, and they had to have had an argument.
Whoa!
Like every episode. Whoa!
Help me out over here. There's a guy over there. Don't look at him. Look at me. Yeah, so that guy. He's been giving us a hard time. He's been making life difficult for us. He's been screwing up our whole operation. I can't get into any details with you. Let's just say it'd be great if he could take a permanent vacation, you know? I just need you to take care of him. Got it? Do it nice and quiet. You don't look like much, but I can see it. You got the eyes of a damn killer. Let's see what you can do.
But,
what guy are we talking about?
I think he's full of bull.
Find it. Aha! Well, you know what the funny thing is? There's two of them there.
Oh.
Do you see the other one?
Oh, there's like a bird.
Yeah, that hummingbird's his brother.
Huh.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had to have had an argument at least every episode. So it was bound to fail at some point.
Oh yeah.
But it was great because like I love Ethan, but like he can on occasion have a shit take, and Trisha also, yes.
You told me that you would eat my goldfish one by one until I broke. Huh?
What?
Great. That was a threat. Okay. I guess we did it.
But
continue.
Yeah. Yeah. It was great because Trisha also had some like.
Oh, cool! We got a spirit.
So it like worked out perfectly because they both call each other on it. And,
oh, good.
But yeah, it was something, all right. Yeah. Oh, and the thing that I was getting at.
Yes, please.
I guess. So the person she had a baby with is actually Ethan's wife's brother.
From the H3 podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which that is like.
That's a Spaceballs line if I ever heard one.
So Ethan, well, it's like a royal family in its own.
Yeah.
Because Ethan and Trisha are at like war.
Yeah.
Yet now they're technically family.
Well, that's just how family works.
Yeah.
You're always at war.
I don't know why that sounded very, very Kermity. You're always at war.
You're always at war with your family. You didn't know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you.
That's my shit take for you. I think the memes are funny as long as you're being respectful, you know.
Fuck them. Fuck respect.
I mean, I thought the Betty White memes when she passed were very tasteful.
Oh yes, well Betty White was very tasteful.
That she was.
No, she wasn't.
Have you tasted Betty White?
I have. She's delicious. She tasted of sugar cookies and sprinkles. That woman.
I promptly received a restraining order.
That woman could go from sugary sweet to sharp as a knife.
Oh yeah.
In seconds.
Betty White is like ripped to one of the greats, man.
Seriously. She was an absolute legend. We know. Okay. She may not have made it to her 100th birthday.
No,
but we can all agree she made it to 100. She lived for 99 years, plus 25 leap days.
I think she deserves to be grandfathered in.
I agree. She made it to 100.
She lived more life than most people do, and
oh yeah.
I mean, literally.
Yeah. Betty White is like a tortoise. She'll outlive us all. I stand corrected.
Like a tortoise.
Yeah, because the desert tortoise we have at the Racine Zoo will live to be 100. The sulcatas will live to be 150. Those tortoises were born before us, and they'll die after us.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
are you ready for tortoises to inhabit the earth?
That's my main hang up with getting a pet turtle, because I'm like, this is the kind of pet that A, I'm gonna be taking care of for the rest of my life, and B, that I'm gonna have to like probably pass down to my grandchildren, to my children, you know.
Your main hang up. My main goal
is to blow up.